Okay, so we streamed the Nintendo Direct yesterday, and if you are a fan of the Nintendo Switch, you play your Switch, you predominantly play your Switch, you love all the games on that console, you would have been happy with this Direct. And I thought it was an amazing Nintendo Direct. I think the Switch 2 looks amazing. For me personally, there's not a lot there for me to warrant purchasing this new console because I predominantly play my big PS5 games. I love the games on there. There's plenty of games on there. And the only ones that I was really intrigued by was Mario Kart Worlds. Now, I have checked online in the UK and it seems that Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza are priced at £66.99 and £58.99. And then the physical versions will be £8 more expensive. And also Donkey Kong Bonanza, which this game looks amazing. And the more I see of it, this looks like the same developers, which you probably know. I need to search it. It looks like the same developers that made Odyssey. Those are the only two big games where I'm like, does it warrant me buying a freaking new console? And even though it was very positive, you can't help but just think that where is the industry going? You have a demo game that basically introduces you to the Nintendo controls. It reminds me a lot of like Astro's Playroom in a way, where it kind of tells you the features. Yeah, you got to pay for it. But I think there is a bigger problem in this industry, and it is only going to get worse. And I don't agree with it, because if you want the physical release to Mario Kart Worlds, you're looking at $80 in the USA, £75 in the UK. Problem with this is that you have other publishers that think their games are worth X and Y, and they're going to think, you know what, we can up our prices now that Nintendo have taken the first steps and the first ones to do it. The problem is, other companies will think, okay, we're going to up our prices to 80, 90 pounds, but then we're going to have a battle pass alongside, we're going to have microtransactions, we're going to have separate DLC, and then you're thinking, oh my gosh, what is going on? And we're also going to talk about Sweet Baby Inc. because there is some positive things going on about this, and this is the only good thing. But my gosh, the cost of these games. Surely companies are not going to follow this.
At Ubisoft, quality is our top priority. That is why now you can actually get a mortgage on all of your games and microtransactions. Spread the cost over a 30-year period. You can understand why we've done this. GTA 6 costs $100. Therefore, our games are now costing $200. But also, there will be only a small additional charge of pay per minute. So every time you play per minute, it will just be a small additional cost, but you will get some free Helix credits to then put towards your next battle pass.
Guys, I'm sure it's gonna be fun.
Hey, how you doing? You good? Everything alright? Huh?
Can I help you?
No, I'm here because you haven't been paying your mortgage.
I've been paying my payments on my mortgage.
Oh, not your house mortgage.
What the hell?
Your Helix store mortgage, mother.
I'm gonna have to start an OnlyFans.
We own you.
Okay, hey, how we doing, guys? What's going on? Yeah, sorry, I forgot to. We had a lot of technical issues today. A lot of technical issues, but we're good. We're good. What is... I forgot to turn it on. Yeah, we had a lot of technical issues today. I think I fixed everything on the stream today. How are we all doing? It's been 24 hours since we've watched the Nintendo Direct, and I know there's another live stream going on. I watched a little bit of it. Well, it's going on for like 4 hours, but we are going to discuss here now that everything is sunk in. I've got different thoughts from yesterday. You know what? We're going to talk about it now that we've kind of digested the amount of money that this thing's going to cost. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Well, you know, mostly it's going to be a bad thing, but we're going to speak about that today. Also, we're going to talk about Sweet Baby. Because at least some good news is coming on. Huh? Oh, yeah, the audio's not working. Lovely. I can't hear that. So, but, yeah. What is going on with my audio today? Yeah, we got some things going on. Yeah, we're going to talk about the games. We're going to talk about the games that that was shown. Urban, I know we spoke about the wheelchair game. We all loved it, guys. Yeah. I'm not saying nothing. Okay, I may have lost it in yesterday's stream, but you can understand why I may have lost it. Can I just check something? Is the audio working on here? Let me just check. Why can't I hear that? Sorry, guys, we've just got a few technical issues today. Let's try this again.
You can see Ingot Isle. That's kind of where we're starting out in this adventure. This is where
is that audio sounding weird to you? Is that all good?
Edible fortune, so to speak. So yeah, we're just gonna make sure we get started eating all these bananas here.
Something's definitely lagging. I've got some issues today. We might have some bad issues today. Anyways, well, yeah, this is kind of chopping. We're gonna have some bad issues today, but let's just carry on and we'll see what happens. That's the main thing. We'll just we'll kind of see what happens. Anyways, I've not. Oh, Who's pre-ordered? No one's pre-ordered it yet. That's for sure. No one has pre-ordered it yet. But my gosh, yeah, some good things and bad things. So guys, if you don't mind hitting the like button, we're going to talk about everything to do with the Nintendo Switch 2, all of the prices, stuff like that. We're going to talk about Sweet Baby because there's some positive news about that. And we're going to take our time. So, yeah. Anyways, grab your coffees, grab your teas. Wheelchair sales is... Well, there's some good games. There's some very good games being released, so it's all good. Oh, gosh. Okay, so what do we think about the Nintendo Switch 2? Oh, DJ Shot Gamer, we do have some issues sometime. Welcome. I know this is your first time. We don't usually, but you've come at a perfect time where we're having issues. I know you're new, so welcome. Join the Discord. It's in the description. And thank you for joining and accepting the issues we're going to have today. So first of all, I think the console looks cool. I think everyone asked for an upgrade of the Nintendo Switch 1. For someone who is predominantly a PS5 console player, it would have to take a lot for me to be like, man, I want one. Don't get me wrong. For those two games alone, Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza, it sounds like that those two, it sounds like Donkey Kong is made by the same developers as Super Mario Odyssey. It has to be. I haven't checked it. You guys might be able to confirm that or not. But those are the only two games at the moment that I'm just like, wow, yeah, I would want to buy it for those two games. Everything that's coming to the Switch, it's basically on PS5 already. So that's the only thing. And don't get me wrong, Mario Kart World looks incredible. It looks really good. It looks crazy. Donkey Kong Bonanza, I love it that they're doing a Donkey Kong game because I feel like he's been underutilized this whole time. And that Elden Ring, but that Dusk Bloods is apparently a multiplayer game. I thought it was a story-driven game, and it doesn't look like it is, what I've read. So we're going to search that up as well today. So the thing is, I've checked the prices now because I know there were some things in the USA which I do believe they're around $80 for a game. So this is at the minute, I believe, the prices of the games. So if you want the physical release to Mario Kart World, it's $74.99 for the physical version. For the physical version of this game, $74.99 in the UK. That is absolutely incredible. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Now, there's two ways of looking at it. Yes, it's cheaper digitally. Of course, they're pushing the digital side of things, but I would want to collect as much as possible. I look at it in two ways. It costs $74.99. I believe it's around $80 in the USA, if I'm correct. I'm trying to find the exact prices of Mario Kart Worlds. Maybe some of you can confirm. Because obviously with tariffs and stuff like that, it's going to change. USA price. And the thing is, I look at it at two ways. I'm looking at it at two ways. I'm looking at it as, is this game Mario Worlds? Have they deliberately put the price up that much? Because this is going to be like a live service Mario Kart. Are they going to do lots of free updates? Which I am assuming with that price, it makes it a lot better knowing that for the next 4 years, 5 years even, are they going to do updates for Mario Kart World? And that's what I mean. I haven't seen any confirmation because some people are saying $90 and then people say, no, it's actually $80. So if there's going to be some updates and they're like, you know what, there's going to be updates over the next 5 years, which is all free, it's all included, then it makes it sound like a lot better. And I'm going to look at it from both ways. Now, I look at it in the UK, and Donkey Kong is actually £67 physically, which is still extortionate. £59 for a digital, which, okay, I'm looking at the wrong camera again. And I understand if you are predominantly a Nintendo Switch player, you're going to be like, you know what, I don't, it's fine. Some games cost £70. Rarely, I'm trying to think of the games I've spent £70 on. Was it Final Fantasy 16 when that came out? And I know that didn't sell well, but I loved that game. But, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Kingdom Come, they were like £58. So you can look at, is this correct in terms of inflation? This is for the UK. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, that was 70. Yes, it was. I paid 70 for that. Didn't even finish it. Yeah, I'm going to cover that master over the TDS at the after this. Yeah, so I look at that in two ways. But when you start adding things up about a micro SD card, the console, if you wanted the camera. Now, the good thing is about this is that you do not need to use the official Nintendo Switch 2 camera. So that is a bonus. It's glad that they haven't done like an Apple with that. And they haven't thought, thank you for the sub. And they haven't thought you have to buy this camera. You can actually connect, I believe, I assume any other webcam, Logitech or anything like that, which is pretty good. But if you want a micro SD card, and I do believe these ones, please note, Nintendo Switch 2 is only compatible with micro SD Express cards. Initially, micro SD Express card products are only offered to those invited to pre-order a Nintendo Switch console. So you're looking at the console, you're looking at some games, and then it's sounding very expensive. I think there's something wrong with my audio today. I've done something. Why is this not playing? Oh, okay. This is the sorry. Let's just pause that for a second. I just want to check out. Now, there's one thing about this console which I want to just run through, guys. Did you know, obviously, this button here, which I saw on another YouTuber, he mentioned it. This feature will be free for 1 year and will expire on 2026. But have we ever had a console, guys, where there's a button that is initially locked behind a paywall? When you think of it like that, you have to pay to use this button. It will be free for a year, but can you believe that community, that chat button, is essentially locked behind a paywall? And I'm trying to think, imagine there was a button on the PlayStation 5. I'm trying to think where you're like, you can't use this button because it's locked. You have to pay extra for that. And I think it's just unbelievable that you've got some new features. You've got new features on this console, and you can only use it if you pay for it. I just think it's mad for a console. That's crazy. I feel like you've got a new feature that's heavily, that was heavily marketed, and it's like, well, okay, you have to pay extra for that. I get it, it's online and it's community, but I just feel like that shouldn't be locked behind a paywall. And it's a great feature that they've added, and it's great that, unless you're going to buy it straight away, you have a year's free. Because, you're going from, there's so much more that it's costing a hell of a lot of money. And the one thing I didn't like is that, the one thing I did like was that they didn't hide the quality of the webcams or your friend's gameplay, because it was it looked like 20 FPS. I like the fact that they didn't hide that. And then, obviously, I don't like that that button is locked behind a paywall. And what else is absolutely crazy, and you guys know what I'm going to talk about, is the welcome tour, the Nintendo Switch 2 welcome tour. I instantly thought of Astrobot in this. And yet this is going to be locked behind a paywall as well. It could be £10, it could be $10, $20, I don't know. But the fact that it's a paid downloadable title that is going to showcase all of the features of the Nintendo Switch 2 controller, lots of mini games, And again, it's just like these things, they're very, very anti-consumer. They hid the, like, I just don't like the way they hid the prices. Like, he's like, mate, there's like no way we can find this. Like, you look at Astro's Playroom. I remember playing that, and listen, don't get me wrong, I felt like that was a game. I was like, wow, I would have happily played for that. But what did that do? It showcased the DualSense controller. It showcased what the PS5 is capable of and how many different ways you can use the controller. And then, obviously, you had Astrobot, which was a full game, which was a much longer game. And, yeah, like, listen, for anyone who loves Nintendo, this is great. It was a great direct, but you look at like other people in the world who cannot afford all of these. You know, when I was younger, the Switch one was a lot cheaper. But when I was very, very young, money was tight, guys. Like, this is not to sound like, look, what I was, feel sorry for me. Of course not. But when I was younger and my parents divorced, we didn't have hardly any money. My mum struggled. And the only thing that got me through getting me off the streets, would you believe it, was gaming. I remember for my birthday, the Nintendo Wii, I bought that I saved up so much for my birthday money to get that Nintendo Wii. And obviously the PS3, I nearly bought an Xbox. I still remember it. Just before they brought out the cheaper version of that PS3, I was ready to go to Xbox because I was like, wow, I can't afford this. And I was so gutted because I had the PS1, PS2, the PSP, and I was gutted. And the PS Vita, if that was before that, I was so gutted. That was, I'm going to have to buy an Xbox. I don't even want an Xbox. And you know what? Gaming is unfortunately become a big luxury. It is a big luxury. And for anyone who's struggling, they're like, man, I really want the Switch 2. And then, I don't know, their mum's working 2 jobs. It's sad that, you get the console, but then you get the game, and the game is extortionate. Like the prices. And I just think this is only going to be an ongoing effect. This is going to be a snowball effect. And the worst thing about it is other companies. And I feel like with Nintendo, obviously with Mario Kart, there will most probably not be any microtransactions. Of course, I don't think, like, listen, there's no chance of that happening. There'll be no microtransaction, but there will be other companies. You look at, say, Ubisoft. Imagine if they were in a different position where all of their games were successful. It would only get worse, charging £70, £80 for a game, then microtransactions, cosmetics, DLCs. And then you think for a single player game, all of a sudden the prices are going up. So now that they've upped the prices, it's crazy because other companies are going to follow. And if you look at the live stream, guys, all I'm seeing, drop the price, drop the price, drop the price. This is on the live stream now going on. I don't know what's going on with my audio. I've messed something up. So they're showcasing. Let me just. Oh, the audio seems to be working now. Oh no, it's not. I've definitely messed up my audio. I need to sort this another time. Drop the price, drop the price, drop the price. And it is just a shame that you had to figure out, like, how much is this thing going to cost? Oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy. So in the USA, I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to find out exactly how much things are going to cost because I was looking at $90, stuff like that. After reveal, Nintendo's finally announced. So on June the 5th, prices will start at $449.99. So then there'll be a bundle. So literally, it will cost $500 for the Nintendo Switch 2 and obviously with Mario Kart World. And the problem is, because it's more digital, you can't even sell your games. And obviously, if you incorporate all of the webcam, if you wanted another controller, you probably won't need another controller. So it's $500. The Switch 2 will be available to pre-order in North America from select retailers. And then Nintendo has set Switch 2 base pricing at £396 in the UK, $469.99 in €469.99 in Germany. The console will come bundled with Joy-Con 2 controllers, the Switch dock, a HDMI, good adapter. It's it's a lot, man. And I get it. Like, the features are really cool. The console looks really, really cool. You've got a 4K dock that upscales games for your TV. That's cool. It also has 256 gigabyte of internal storage. And I understand that the console would have cost more. It was supposed to cost more. Like, you have the Switch 1. It's obviously going to be more. It's a better version of the Switch 1. So I get it. It's going to be more. But the games, the prices of the games, the locking a button behind a paywall, like not showing any of the prices of the games was unbelievable. Like, I was like, wow, they're not showing any of the games. And we don't know how much it's going to cost. For example, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. How long has that game been out? Yeah, they're going to do a Switch 2 version where you can pay to have an upgrade of frame rates, better graphics. And I get with those, there are some that are free, and I believe they're locking ones behind paywalls because there are some added features. So let's have a look. Switch 2 games. And I get there's some that are free. So certain Switch 2 games. So for example, let's have a look at this. So some are going to be free, but it's been confirmed: The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Metroid Prime Beyond, and Pokemon Legends ZA. These ones will have special enhanced editions of original Switch games featuring higher resolutions, improved frame rates, and more. And I'm assuming there are added features. So Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you've got this app sort of map sort of thing where it will help you go to certain locations. And I take care. It's a shame you have to go. See you on the next one. So Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, these both will get enhanced resolutions and improved frame rates on Switch 2. You just hope that would be free, alongside support for HDR and a number of brand new features. So Zelda Notes, this is it, Zelda Notes. For example, in the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices offers a range full of helpful tools to get the most out of your Zelda-ing, such as pointer towards shrines and Korok locations. And it will even read out directions so you don't need to be looking at your screen. Additionally, Tears of the Kingdom players can upload their creations to the app, then share them. That was a very cool feature. I get these things, that there's added features, so I get that. You got Kirby in the Forgotten Land, where there's story content where it's going to be added. Takes place after the Forgotten Land has been struck by a mysterious meteor, alongside improved graphics and frame. You just wish the graphics and frame rate, you would just do that for free, and those added extras were like, just you had to pay for them. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is a Switch 2 edition, adds support for mouse controls in addition to its standard control scheme. Switch 2 players also get severe fidelity options. It's playable 4K 60 FPS. Now, I might be wrong. So how do we know how much it's going to be for those upgrades? And then again, you've got Pokemon Legends ZA is going to receive a Switch 2 edition, enhanced resolution, frame rates, and their improvements come into Super Mario Party Jamboree. So there are some free ones, and this is why I said some free ones. You've got Captain Toad, Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario 3D and Bowser's Fury, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening and Echoes of Wisdom, Clubhouse Games, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Those are the ones that I'm interested in terms of that game is broken. So are they going to fix that game for the Switch 2? And obviously you've got Silksong, Hollow Knight Silksong, which is going to be a timed exclusive. And so is Hades as well. Hades 2 will be a timed exclusive, I believe. So I just think it is like some of the stuff they've done is reminding me of Apple. But I just think the price of those games. It's nuts. So Mario Kart World, I'm trying to get a feel for this. So the System's flagship new exclusive will retain for $79.99 in the USA. Wow. Guys, bad. $80 for Mario Kart World. Mostly kids play that game. Don't get me wrong. I love Mario Kart. But imagine like, Mom, I want this. And your parents like, flipping out, $80. Guys, if you don't mind hitting the like button, we need to get to 100 likes. So that's even $10 more than the most expensive games on the PS5, including Death Stranding 2, which will cost $69.99. Wow. I'm assuming this will hit 60 FPS anyway. Like, it looks very cool, but we've already upgraded, we've already increased prices to 70. And yet now, we are looking at increasing that furthermore. And now the problem is, guys, when it comes to GTA 6, before we were debating whether it cost 100, I think it's going to be at least 100 now. Easy. Or that's going to be the cheapest version. There's no way they're going to look at this and be like, well, there's no way we're selling GTA 6 for $60 or $70. Or 70. There's no way. That coffee's good. Got some light coming in as well, which is nice today. I haven't closed the blinds. It's going to be expensive. GTA 6 is going to be super expensive now. And the problem is, you're going to have companies, like we've just said, that they're going to think, well, Nintendo have done it. They're the first ones to do it. We're increasing it. It won't look as bad. People will get used to it. I still think this is going to sell. I say that, and I'm like, but there's a lot of people that can't afford an $80 game. Imagine for your 10-year-old. It's nuts. And then imagine all of those kids. They're like, oh my gosh, mom, dad, I want to... I can see my friend. I want the webcam, or I've got a webcam. And then after a year, you're like, Mom, I have to pay for it. You're like, what? You just, for a year, we've paid for it. Now you got a what? We look at something like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, one of the best games I've played in a long time. And the amount of, the world is just amazing. That was about £58 that cost. I know I assume it's a AA studio, but that game deserved to be more, but it isn't. And if they do a DLC in the future, oh my gosh, 100% I would support that. But it's nuts. It's nuts. So it's more than Death Stranding 2. And this is the worst part. I don't care what anyone says. This is the worst part. Physical games will cost even more than the digital ones. I don't care. I literally don't care, guys, how much it costs for them to make a physical game. It's like over the years, I feel like developers and stuff, they've pushed a little bit. They've pulled the rope a little bit. They're like, let's increase the price here. Okay. Let's do more digitals. All right, let's do editions now. Let's do gold editions and stuff. Let's do microtransactions. Oh, wait, our games are broken. Let's do that. And everyone's like, okay, well, all right, how much more? And now we're like, okay, so physical now is more expensive. But you don't care, do you? Because you'll do anything. And that's the problem. You can't even sell the damn game. You can't even sell the damn game. And this is where it's becoming. And I get it. I've bought digital stuff in the past. I use a lot of, when there's cheaper deals, it's great. But for my first, for the games that I want that have just come out, my big games, I like to have the box because, if a mate wants it, I can give it to them to borrow. He can give it back. I can sell it to him. And we're coming to the point now where it's like, they're just, I get it. Digital is going to be probably even more popular now. But the prices of like one physical and one digital now, where this was the industry standard. We used to all have physical editions. Plus inflated prices. What is next? What is next? The only thing I see, because I keep relating it from when I was a kid. Don't get me wrong. Els knows, like, listen, oh, you don't buy yourself a lot of stuff. I spend money on hardware and games. You know, I want to make this a job, and I don't go out spending money on drink and alcohol. But when I was a kid and I had no money and my mom was struggling, when we had rats, we had flipping mice in our house, and it was just like, oh my gosh, that only thing that made me happy, it was my PS3. It was my PS3. My mom would go away for the weekend. It would just be me. My sister was at uni. I was 15. My mom was like, here you go. Here's a $5. Go get yourself some food from the chicken shop down the road. And it was a Friday night, and I was like, I could go out and be on the streets. And I was like, man, I'm gonna go get some chicken burger and chips, and I could get it all for like under £5. Come back straight on that game, and that was me for the whole weekend. But that's something that I saved so much for. It took me so long to get that PS3, and now. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes was there for sure. But now, you know, you look at kids that are like, probably like, there's no way. No way you'll be able to afford this. You're thinking like, oh, how much do you need? 400, 500 quid? Honestly, I remember once my mum put mouse poison, and there was a mouse on the floor, and she screamed. I came down, I was like 14, and it was jumping up and down because it was dying. I threw a towel over it. Grabbed it. I was like, oh my God, it's moving. Went to the back garden and went, yay! Oh, man, I don't even remember that house. But my point is, as a young kid, gaming got me out of there. And now it's becoming more expensive. There will be people like, listen, stick with the Switch 1. Rap. So, if you're in the UK, a box copy of Mario Kart World will cost $74.99. And you know what I feel like? Don't get me wrong. Mario Kart World is going to be amazing. Open world. But I play Mario Kart for when people come round. If I have people around, they're like, should we play Mario Kart? I don't see myself playing this every day. You know, unless you buy it. Maybe at the start you will. But that'll be a game that you play and you'll come back to. But for $74.99, it's nuts. That was my first ad. You might as well get it from the UK, guys. If any of you want it, just transfer me the money and I'll box it and send it. So it's worth noting that Nintendo appears to be flexible when it's pricing the Donkey Kong game, because that will be cheaper. So it's crazy how that will be cheaper. It's nuts. Don't get me wrong. It looks so good. It looks so good. And there's a lot of other... Well, the problem is, like, there's a lot of... Those are the only 2 games I'll be up for. The rest, I'm not up for it. Because it's like... Those are the only ones. So... And this is the feature, obviously, that's going to be behind a paywall. Obviously, free for a year, but depends when you buy it. Yeah, DK looks unbelievable. So $449, $500 with 1 game, £395 just the Switch 2 in the UK. Why is it cheaper in the UK? Like, seems much cheaper. Don't get me wrong, it's going to be an amazing device. It's going to be £50 for that if you want that. It does look really cool. But to be honest, and then we've got... I'm going to have to mute this because I don't know what's going on with my audio today. So there is actually a segment where it's showing us Donkey Kong. So I'm going to have to turn the music off. And look at that. Look at that. Drop the price. Drop the price. So here you go. This is Donkey Kong. Bonanza. This game looks like it's going to be incredible, guys. This game looks like it's going to be so good. There's no doubt about that. But, you know, these games are for kids as well. They're for adults as well, by the way. But predominantly kids want this. You know, my client, he's got 2 boys. One of them loves his Switch. But, man, this is going to cost him a hell of a lot of money. And that's the thing. Yeah, the physical carts are just the key. No game on them as well. Oh, because I assume, how can they fit these massive games on there? It's going to look amazing. It literally reminds me of Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Odyssey. It must be the same developers. So you can actually go see their live stream, and you can actually see. Well, let's have a look at this first, and then we'll see what's The Donkey Kong game looks amazing. That's the only reason I would want to buy this Switch 2 at the minute, just for Mario Kart and Donkey Kong. But I'm like, is this something I'd play for how long? And then I've just spent how much? I need to pay my credit cards off, man. PS5, man. PS5 Pro. I'm predominantly a PS5. You know me, guys. This is a PS5 channel. You can just literally smash everything. It's going to be like Mario Odyssey, so it will be a 10 out of 10 game. You just know. It looks very, very cool. What is he doing? But it's more the price. You go on the comments, guys. Look at these comments. This has been going on for like the last 2 hours. And listen, everyone who's going to get a Switch and you predominantly play, that's amazing. But for me, you guys know me. I hardly play my Switch. Hardly play my Switch. I just wish there was if there was 4 or 5 games. If there was 4 or 5 games exclusive, like this, like Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, I don't know, another Legend of Zelda, I don't know. Then I'll be like, wow, there's 5 games I want. But the rest, obviously, you can get Final Fantasy VII Remake. This does look so good. That's good, Prince. You got the monies ready. Let's go. I don't know why my audio... Well, I think the audio is okay now. Let me close my tabs. The audio seems all right now, doesn't it? Okay. It looks so good. But also, if you go check back on the live stream, there you can actually see some Mario Kart as well. And I have to say, it looks very... You hear nothing. What do you mean you hear nothing? What? Do you guys not hear that?
Love this detail. You could see how
What about
Mario's hat gets wet in the rain.
Oh yeah,
It's
look
so
at that.
cool.
The course is getting completely wet too. It's changing the way it looks, so it's awesome.
Okay, I've got a little bit of a lead here, so I'll finish with a little flourish.
Look at that.
Oh, look at you.
Boom.
Hey.
Good job.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you. I'm proud of that. I'm happy
Don't know
with the
why
way
it's
that
this,
went.
And
Um,
Mario looks amazing
anyway.
with the crown on
Yeah.
top of the hat. We got 2 hats going on.
I don't know why it's
it's,
stuttering.
This could be...
I don't know what's going on with the stuttering in it. I don't know if it's me or the video. It's because I had it on the wrong thing.
You did so good.
All right, next race.
All right, so we'll get on to the next race. And as you can see here, yeah, it's drawing our path to Crown City.
Okay.
And that's because, well, look, we're starting the next course, but we're still
What
here
is going on with the
at
sound?
Mario Brothers Circuit. And that's
I don't know if
because
it's me
we're
or the
not
stream.
automatically be transported to Crown city. We're going to
What do you mean you can't hear me?
Horses are connected in a world.
You can't hear me.
Mr. Boost?
Yes, you.
no,
Stop lying.
That's all right. You'll make it up. You'll make it up.
Oh, that sound is not
So now
good. Let's turn it down. But yeah, you've got Mario Kart looks super fun as well. What do you mean you can't hear me? What are you talking about? Stop lying. Are you lying to me? Let me check. Are you lying to me, guys? Ah, you liars. You flipping liars. Make sure you hit the like button. So Mario Kart looks super fun. There's so much you can do on it. You know as well, basically, do you remember when you used to play Mario Kart and you had to hold the back button? Or you had to hold... You better be lying to me. You had to hold the back button to hold like the banana skin behind you. You're now able to basically... You don't have to do that now. So... I don't know. It's... I don't know what to say. I'm a bit speechless with where gaming is going now. I'm a bit speechless. What are you are you lying? Anyways, you better be. Thanks, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. You can get it from lovegamingneutro.com, my friend. $449, $500 for the Switch 2 with a game. The C button is locked behind a paywall. The introductory game or demo game is locked behind a paywall, and this will basically tell you about all of the features and how to use the controls. That's locked behind a paywall. Games are even more expensive than AAA PS5 games. I'm glad you're enjoying your coffee too. Make sure you do. So, it is nuts. It is nuts where we are going. Oh yeah, the toilet roll is dropping soon, my friends. So, what do you guys, honestly, what do you guys think? Is there anyone, I know there's a few who have said that you want to buy it because you predominantly play on your Switch 2. What did you think overall about the Switch 2? Did you think it was worth the money? Are you like, wow, are you shocked by the prices of it? Obviously, it looks like an amazing device. Everything you want in a Switch 2. So all time together, like I get it, everything's you have to pay for a lot nowadays, but it's just getting worse and worse. Bigger screen, same. I wish these, the whatever it's called, I wish they put these up. But anyways, that's the Switch 2. I don't know what to think. It doesn't. I don't think I will. You know, unless I win the lottery, then obviously I will be. I'll buy it. But at the minute, nah. I predominantly play on my PS5, PS5 Pro, and I get it. People will be like, you could have bought a PS5, bought a Switch 2, but I would play like 2 games. 2 games I would play. That's what's crazy. So I'm not sure what to think. Exactly. I need to say for the PS6, unless they bring out some more exclusive games, but the big games are on PS5. The one thing I'll say about Xbox, even though they don't care about, you know, physical games or literally selling their games, there's no doubt that value for money for Game Pass is unbelievable. Because people will be like, man, I wish you could, you know, it is very good value for money. Yeah, and it's, like you just said it, it's too expensive for me to be a secondary platform choice. 100%. I'll have to sell my hairline to get that PS6. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You know what? Yeah, it's just, I don't know where things are going. Anyways, we're done talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 today. Like, to think in 2 years we can get a PS6 potentially, but we don't know. Anyways, guys, we are moving over to Sony. And because there are some big positive news. Now, my next video is about Days Gone 2, or should I say Days Gone Remastered. We're switching the convo. We're moving on. And you know how the last few years with politics and stuff like that in games, it's been a joke. Sweet Baby have been literally the arch enemy of gamers, of making good games. And it is come to Sony's flipping sense. I would love to know how much they were actually paying Sweet Baby. But supposedly a report has come by and they have been dropped by Sony. What is wrong with my sound? That's so funny. Guys, did you hear that? I've done something to my audio. That is so funny. That is so... It's gone slow. I don't know what I've done to my audio, but I've definitely done... That was slow motion. I think I've done something. That was so funny. Gosh, what have I done, eh? What have I done? Let's just have a look. Let's go. Oh, gosh. Anyways. I don't even know if Assassin's Creed's going to be playable today because of what I've done. Anyways, let's move on. I feel like my computer's about to... Well, that works. Well, kind of.
Damn. I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
Oh my God, what is...
I don't want to be in big trouble.
Something's happened to my audio. I don't know what I've done. Anyway, sorry. Here's the report, guys. This is only freaking good news. This is only freaking good news. Sweet Baby, the damn flipping archenemy, reportedly dropped by Sony as gaming giant cancels several projects with SBI involvement. This is absolutely nuts. They ruined Spider-Man 2. That story was... It was such a downgrade, that story, for me, than the first one. Such a downgrade. But let's give this a read. According to a verified insider speaking with the Gothic Therapy YouTube channel, Sony has allegedly begun cancelling contracts specifically involving controversial narrative consulting firm Sweet Baby Inc. Who the hell greenlit those contracts? We did it, guys. We did it. Let's play the messed up music again. God, I don't know what I've done. Reboot the stream. I can't reboot the stream now. And we might not be able to play Assassin's Creed later. It might go wrong. The insider who has provided accurate information to Gothic Therapy and written Gothic Therapy host, master of the TDS and written Raven in the past, claims they weren't random cuts. They were deliberate. Targeted terminations of in-development... P, what are you talking about? Terminations of in-development projects that had Sweet Baby Inc. embedded in them. So there is a full video. We're not going to read... we're not going to watch it all. Well, we're not going to watch it. You can watch it if you want. This is Sony drops Sweet Baby. Plus, I don't even know. Let's click it. I don't know if this is even going to work.
Baby Inc. has embedded itself in the gaming industry, rewriting narratives, shifting priorities.
I can't watch it because I've done something to my freaking audio. What have I done? What did I do? Let's just check my settings. 48. Yeah, no. Anyways, that's the video there. We're not gonna listen to it because we can't. So it looks like the whole stream is doomed today. Oh well. Check out that full video exposing the player. Yes. So basically, if it's true, this could mark a significant turning point in what has been known as an online Gamergate 2, the rising backlash against false narrative, identity politics in gaming development, and the shadowy consultants who reshape beloved franchises to serve political messaging. Sweet Baby Inc.'s gripping on gaming may be slipping. Yes! Finally. Over the past year, Sweet Baby has come under increased scrutiny for its behind-the-scenes role, of course, from Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, Spider-Man 2. They made some of the questionable... Oh my gosh, some of the stuff was so bad in that game. They proudly boasted about centering marginalized voices, but gamers have repeatedly pointed out that they're really doing is homogenizing content. Homogenizing content. Gutting of its risk edge or authenticity in favor of bland moral lectures and identity checklists. Exactly. Kim Blair even told a story about starting Sweet Baby because she was upset that gamers had a choice in their protagonist in titles like Mass Effect 2, citing a desire to have everyone experience her specific choices. What the hell is wrong with you, you absolute narcissist? She noted that her black female commander Shepard, the game's customizable protagonist, first interacted with Jacob Taylor, another black character. She was so moved by the representation she was experienced, but soon realized it wasn't for everyone was going to see. She then decided to try and change that. This is nuts. The general idea was, holy moly, representation is cool. By Mass Effect experience, this is almost an accidental form of representation because it's something that's a possibility. It's not guaranteed for any player, depending on the kind of character and the commander Shepard you make. Belair said during a speech, so I thought, wouldn't it be amazing if this wasn't an accident, but it was actually the intention of the game designers? Wow. So basically, how about we sacrifice story and just do whatever I think? And sacrifice story, let's just make it about us. Make it about me. I don't even play games. This narrative-first controlling forced diversity approach has become a lightning rod for criticism, especially as games under the influence repeatedly underperform, get mocked, or fail to resonate with audience. Wow. This is nuts. So everyone's been rejecting Sweet Baby. We know that. There's not one person. She's an absolute narcissist. According to the Gothic Insider, one of the projects cancelled may have been a follow-up to God of War Ragnarok. The source couldn't confirm whether it was a DLC or spin-off or a full sequel focused on Atreus/Loki. Only that he had Sweet Baby Inc. attached and that Sony may have pulled the plug. Good. Angra Boda. Sweet Baby has a acknowledged involvement in Ragnarok. If the sequel was similarly influenced, its cancellation would be a major blow and possibly a clear sign that Sony no longer sees narrative consulting from activist firms as a value add. I can't believe they managed to infiltrate. Guys, can you believe they managed to infiltrate million dollar corporations like Sony? They literally, like, how did they do it? And you know what I think? I think they just shouted the loudest. SBI's involvement in God of War led to race-swapping religious figures from Norse pagan mythology and a whole lot of Kratos sitting around reflecting on his toxic behavior. Oh my gosh. Flipping hell. Toxic behavior. It's a game! SBI consulted on Spider-Man 2. This was one of the worst, guys. I'm sorry. This was one of the worst games in terms of story. It took me out of the immersion so much. Social justice causes an identity politic. Much of what was focused on cultural appropriation, teen sexual preference, and an entire mission where you played as a black deaf girl. Unbelievable. In a Spider-Man game, you played as a damn deaf girl. You played as a deaf girl. Nuts. We're not going to read this all. There's the narcissist. Look at her. Look at her grey hairs. Look at her. Useless. Single. Gonna die alone. No one cares about you. Literally, dye your hair. You know what I mean? Make yourself look a bit better. Or was that toxic, what I just said? This company's 100% finished. It's 100% finished. But if this rumor proves true, it means the tide is turning and players are making their voices heard. We won, guys. We have won. Guys, we have won. We have won. We have won. I feel like we've won. That's crazy. Nuts. This is big news, man. This is big news. Finally, who the hell needs this company to be like, oh, you've got a great 10 out of 10 story there, great characters, but you need to gender swap that one, race swap that one, maybe put a few side missions about, you know, something going on in today's world that gamers are not going to like. You know what I hope? If there's a Spider-Man 3, Miles is going to dump Haley. And she'll be like, Dump her ass, man. You don't like her no more. And then she'll be like this, spray painting the walls. Miles should dump her ass. No, she's not needed in Spider-Man. If she shows up in Spider-Man 3, it's done. I'm becoming the villain. She's the worst character ever. I didn't mind her in Miles Morales. Do you know why? I didn't mind her in Miles Morales because I just thought she was a random deaf girl. No way did I think I would play as her in Spider-Man 2 and spend how much on the collector's edition to play as a deaf girl. Wait, calm down. Oh, listen, it was great combat, great gameplay. But you know what I mean? I didn't care about her in Miles Morales. And then I was like, what? Does this guy actually like her? I was like, Miles, come on, bro. Really? Tick a checkbox? Oh yeah, guys, we got to talk about that Nintendo Switch game as well. I couldn't stop laughing with the wheelchair game. I can't believe it. No way I would pay. If I was getting the Switch 2, I'm not paying for a wheelchair game. No. No. I still can't believe it. Let's write it. Let's write wheelchair game. I'm not paying for that. That better be a free game. You know what? Companies are not finishing their games. It's a broken game. They thought, you know what? There's too much development time. We don't have enough time to develop the legs. Just stick them in wheelchairs. It's a joke, guys. All right? Come on. Wheelchair game. Switch 2. Does it come up? Oh, there we go. Drag and drive. Don't know what's going on with this damn audio. What is going on with the music? What is going on with my damn audio, man? What have I done? What is going on with my audio? What have I done to the stream, guys? We're just gonna have to play it. I've done something to the stream. The most successful. It's nuts, isn't it? It's so funny. This will win. Oh, most accessible game of the year. Oh, yeah, this is definitely going to win. I couldn't stop. It's so funny. That better be a free game. Oh, please say this must have got... As someone who has used the wheelchair almost my whole life, I thought I was having a sleep-deprived delusion when I saw this. I was so... Imagine this done really well. Oh, man, I feel bad now. Really? Does it? Are you lying? Oh, you're No, he must be punking us, surely. Nah, man, that's got to be free. Down, down, down. Okay, anyway, Astro Wheel, oh, for flip's sake, let's not. Okay, this. Okay, well, I don't know what's going. There's some good news today, guys. There was some good news. That's the thing. So, guys, that's the only news we're going to talk about today. What do you think about the Nintendo Switch 2? What do you think about Sweet Baby Inc? I think there's only one thing you know about. Think about that, and that is only freaking good news about that. Now, it's still very, very early. I think I've messed up the stream, which some of you might be very, very happy that I would have messed up the stream. So potentially we might be messed up to be playing Assassin's Creed Shadows or carrying on. We rolling in the joke. So I'm gonna see if it works. I don't know if it will. If it doesn't, then I can just get on with my next video. But I would appreciate if you hit that like button. Oh my, I still can't believe it. But with Assassin's Creed Shadows, I'm enjoying it. If I'm just doing the open world stuff, like the combat is really fun. I'm pretty lost with the story. I'm pretty lost with it. So we're going to see if I've messed up the audio completely in this. So, and then we're going to have a quick break. I'm going to grab another coffee. So let's see. I think I've messed it up, but let's see. If we have, I think I've sorted out, by the way, guys, I think I've sorted out the quality of the streams in terms of my PS5. I had it on the wrong setting for the last 2.5 years, or how long we've been doing this. Oh, I've messed it up. Yeah, the audio's not working. I've definitely messed it up. I think I've messed it up. So let's see. So let's put on Assassin's Creed Shadows. You guys can let me know if the audio's okay. If it's not, then this is where we say no. Oh no, guys, there's 93 watching. If there's stutters in the audio, I don't know what I've done. I can hear it hissing. I can hear it. So it looks like we're gonna have to end the. Yeah. Oh yeah, we've messed up. No, audio's not fine. It's not fine. I can hear it hissing. Well, the audio, yeah, the audio. Let's just go into the game. I don't know what I've done, and it is what it is. Oh yeah. Oh, what? See, I don't know what I have done, guys. But how's the quality? Is the quality better? Hey Floyd, hope you're doing good. Oh, for flip's sake. The quality, I bet, is really good. But the audio is dog. But guys, can you hit the like button? That will be great. Can we get up to 100 likes? What's going on here? So I've actually changed the quality of the game. It should be 60 FPS, guys. So that's the one thing it should be. But if the audio is bad, I think I had the colors on the separate thing. Wait, is the audio all right? No, the audio is not okay. So that is what I've done so far. Ray, have a great day. Beans, thank you for hitting the like button. Make sure we get to 100 likes. I just want your thoughts on what you think on the audio. Let's go over here. What is going on with the damn audio? Let me take this off in here. Okay, so the quality is 10 out of 10. The map looks... Look how... I'm flipping out, it's dark. The map looks too bright, so maybe I've put... we're going to, unfortunately, end the stream because I've done something to the audio. I think I've put the exposure on too much. Is that good? Have I put that on too much as well? Yeah, sound is broken, I know. The quality isn't, though. Anyways. Call tech support. Guys, I'm so sorry because I literally sorted out the quality of the stream. Now, I think the quality of the stream is so much better. I'm so sorry because I literally... And I can't... The thing is, I can't sort out... I'm playing on PS5 Pro. It's not the console. It's my settings. I've done something to my settings. And that's the problem. It's such a shame. I wanted to be here for the next 2 hours at least playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. I need to sort out the stream now, and sounds good to me. It's not. It's kind of skipping, and it's been doing that on the YouTube, and I think I did something to the audio, but I don't know what I did, unfortunately. I can stay for hours, but I just don't know why the audio is playing up. I don't know what I did. Cool, sweet baby. Let me check online. Well, unless some of you can help me. Audio, jump in, OBS, settings. Well, we're going to have to figure it out. Anyways, guys, I'm super sorry, but I'm going to get on with my next video. That's what I'm going to do. I would really have loved to have had a long one today. But big up to you guys. And I will sort this out in the next stream. If you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be great. I know we've only been streaming just over an hour. Wow. Talk about craziness. But I'm going to sort this out. The quality's good. The quality's very good. I've sorted that out. But I apologize for the audio. Different game next week. Are you all guys bored? Let me know in the comments. Are you bored of Assassin's Creed Shadows? I'm going to play a lot this weekend, so hopefully we can finish it, by the way. All right? Love Gaming Neutro out. Technical issues.